Let's talk about how I got 100 subscribers in 30 days. How do we get subscribers and how do we get watch hours? Well, I may have cracked the code in the subscriber category. So, obviously the elephant in the room is how do we get subscribers and how do we get watch hours? Well, I may have cracked the code in the subscriber category, but it does not take into account how do we get engaged, actively engaged subscribers. If you're just trying to get your subscriber count up, then come on in, let's talk about it. Ultimately, here's what I did. There are a lot of different subscriber trains that are going on right now. It's very similar to the following trains that were on TikTok for a very long time. So you have to keep in mind that just because these people are subscribing to your channel doesn't even mean they have the same interest in what you're creating. Doesn't even mean that your channel is something that they actually watch. So one of two things have to happen. You either have to create this plethora of content to consider, or you have to have the personality that's going to reel them in. And so what I've also found is that you can attract certain engaged subscribers to shorts, and then you can attract certain engaged subscribers to your actual long form content. Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't think that those are the same. So we're going to split them. Over here, we're going to have long form content. Over here, we're going to have short form content. So let's talk about shorts first. Ultimately, of course, shorts are where you get a lot of engagement. To me, I equate shorts to like reels on Instagram and TikTok videos. Makes sense, right? And to be honest with you, even with shorts, we can also equate it to like Instagram stories and stuff like that. There's a lot more engagement. There's a lot more visibility. It is much easier for you to get that content pushed out. And that is where I actually see a lot of like my comments, likes, follow up. People want additional information, blah, 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 blah. The complete gamut of what actually happens, and what you want to happen on your channel. Long form content, I can get the likes and I can get the views from time to time, but I might not necessarily get comments like that. And so what that tells me is people probably aren't watching the entire video, or I'm putting enough information in there that I'm not leaving room for questions. I actually like the fact that I'm not leaving room for questions. I don't want you asking me a whole bunch of questions, not because I don't want to answer them, but because if my content is doing what it needs to do, then I need to provide all the information that you need. Now, there might be some things like, I don't know, some people don't watch, like I said, some people don't watch all the videos, so they might ask you sizing, ask you fit, ask you where you got it from, ask you color options, ask you this, ask you that, ask you for links, and this all layer, and they just asking, whatever. But here's how I also want to look at long form content. With long form content, I feel like it's much more about drawing them in. Now, with long form content, I want to have a much more detailed conversation about the intro. So I've seen a lot of different conversation, and I've seen a lot of different practices as far as I'm concerned when it comes to intros these days. So, you know, intros used to be like the literal beginning of the video. But as you can see in this video, I started with what the focal point of this video was going to be. Then I inserted the intro, then the rest of the video. That's a new thing. So it's almost equivalent to like give them a snippet, give them your little trailer of what your content includes, and then dive back into what's important. I think the compilation of your content and your intro is one of those things that I'm going to work on. Right now, my intro is very basic, and that's intentional because I don't really need it to do a whole lot for me. But I feel like as all of these new YouTube channels are emerging, I feel like intros are getting very cute, very descriptive, and very like motion picture. Like you're getting a bunch of different videos. We're getting to see a lot of your content. And so I need to do a better job of that. And I am. And I'm going to work on that. I think that intros should only be like 5 to 8 seconds. I don't think they should be longer than that. That's a personal preference. I ain't read nothing. I'm not an expert. Obviously, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers in my channel. Ain't even monetized yet. But that's why you're here. Because we want to get monetized. Anyway, so how did I get these 100 subscribers in less than 30 days? All right, the follow train or the subscriber train on Threads. So I want to say that Threads to me is what Twitter used to be in college. But Threads is amazing when it comes to content creator support. I have seen a lot of different categorizations of content creators. So like mom creators, content creators in general, creators in my local city. I'm from Charlotte. I see a lot of that. YouTube creators. And so I have seen a lot of YouTube channels come across my timeline. And it's one of those things where, hey, I'm trying to grow my channel, subscribe and I'll subscribe back. So it's kind of like a subscribe for subscribe type of vibe. And I know that sometimes that's kind of frowned upon, but I do feel like there's also the black girl energy right now. Y'all know we rooting for everybody black. Okay. And so because we're doing that, we have to like tap into that as much as possible. I feel like a lot of creators are leaning into mom content, skincare content, lifestyle content, fitness content, hair content, beauty content. It's pretty much the gamut of that. And so I guess because I'm lifestyle, I can kind of run the gamut of all those things. And I don't do a lot of mom content. I feel like I did lean into that when I was like breastfeeding, but I don't really do that as much now. I will drop little trinkets of, here are the things that I got for my baby. My baby was sick. I used this, blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't really like get into it when you're talking about, like really diving into day in the life of a mom. I'm a work from home mom, but my baby is in daycare. As y'all can see her stuff right there, but she is not. Yeah. She's only home when she's sick or there's some inconvenience of weather or whatever else is going on. But like I said, I use Threads. So in Threads, what I did was pretty much jump on those subscribe trains and add my link and people come to my page. Now, the other thing that has kind of gotten me to 100 fairly quickly, there was a video that I came across on YouTube, and I'm actually going to add it down below in the description so that you can go to it as well and follow the same steps that I did. Ultimately, you comment on this young lady's page. You comment on this young lady's video. And from that, I've gotten so much traction. So what I did was I subscribed to some of the channels of people that commented on the video. And so she gives you that instruction. If you listen to the video, she's telling you how she got monetized. She's telling you how she gets engagement. And one of the things that she did is that. So I'm going to ask you, if you're watching this video and you are working to get 100 subscribers in less than 30 days or 1,000 subscribers so that you can be monetized or them 3,000 or them 4,000 watch hours, comment down below. I will subscribe to your channel. As long as you subscribe back, we all in the club, we all fam. We all want to grow. It's too much money to be made out here, and we all need to make it. And ultimately, that is all it took. It wasn't this long, drawn-out process. You comment on that video, you subscribe to some of those people, comment that you actually subscribe, they return a favor, and then I just started to see more traction, more traction, more traction, more traction. Additionally, the other thing that I've been doing is trying to make sure that I post on YouTube every day. So that's either a YouTube short or long-form content, one or the other. I also have tapped into this monetization journey because I feel like we need to have realistic representation of what the journey to monetization on YouTube looks like. I think that there are a lot of people that are able to get like traction quickly, and because of that, it's making it very unrealistic for everybody. Everybody cannot get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in 30 days. It's not going to happen that way. And also, I saw a statistic the other day that there are over like 2 million YouTube channels, and only like 12% are actually monetized. And of that 12%, there's a percentage that only makes $12,000 or less, maybe a year or a month. I don't know what it is, but what that did was it gave me a visual of the fact that like there are lots of channels out there, and there are lots of channels all searching to get monetization. Some people get it quickly. Some people have to work for it. A lot of the YouTubers that I know personally, they had to put the work in to get it done. There was a lot of consistency. They were posting videos twice a day, not twice a day, twice a month. They also, one thing that I just have kind of observed, they're like creating like these small trailers that are more so like an Instagram reel or short, and they're using that to promote and transition their audience into watching their long form content, just kind of pulling the important pieces. And so I intend to do the same thing with this video, hopefully. Hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I stay on track. I am recording this on my Osmo Pocket 3. I am going to do a comparison video very soon. I'm going to use my Osmo Pocket 3, my iPhone, and my Canon, because I think that I've seen a lot of those videos and it has been very helpful just in understanding what the visual looks like. I always use my Osmo Pocket 3 in good lighting for the most part, unless I'm like out and about vlogging. I like that it gives you the ability to move around, but I like how crisp this looks and I can see myself. So yeah, that's how I got 100 subscribers in less than 30 days. Now, of course, the next challenge is how do I keep that 100 engaged? And then how do I better engage my existing subscriber count? Because yes, while we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, we want to make sure that the subscribers that we do have are engaged. Now, another data point for you to understand, most of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel. About 70 to 85% of the people that are exposed to my content do not subscribe to my channel. So what does that tell me? That tells me that it's just the same as like your family and friends are not necessarily the people that are here to consume the content that you generate. So don't be discouraged. Know that your content is being seen. It's just not being seen by the people that are permanently connected to you. And that's not permanent because they can unsubscribe at any point, but you know what I mean. The connection is there. We just have to put in the work. So I hope that this motivates you to chase that 100 subscribers in less than 30 days. And we're going to continue trying to make that happen every month. Maybe we can get more than 100 subscribers next time. Now, as we continue this journey to monetization on YouTube, make sure that you click the notification bell so that every time that I upload a video in this series, you're able to see it as well as all my other content. If you have not already, please make sure that you subscribe. If you have any questions and want more details, want to see screenshots for proof, please add a comment down below and we can start a dialogue about it. Lastly, if you want me to see your content, comment down below, subscribe, and I will do the same. Until next time.